Most people think the worst part of being a gang leader is when the police kick down your door. They're wrong. The worst part is the moment you realize the only person you ever trusted was just paid to put a bullet in the back of your head. I spent 10 years at the top of one of the most dangerous organizations in the country. I had the money, the power, and the fear of everyone around me. But today, I'm a dead man walking. And if you stay with me until the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how the house of cards falls, and why, if you're watching this right now, you're already making the first mistake that almost cost me my life. Do you know the first thing you lose when you take command? Sleep. It's not because of guilt. Forget morality for a second. It's because of the math. In my world, loyalty has a market price, and that price fluctuates daily. You start out thinking you're the king, but the truth is you're just a moving target. I've seen childhood friends become informants over a 5-year sentence they didn't want to serve. And here's what no one tells you about power. The more you have, the more you become a prisoner. I couldn't go to a movie. I couldn't eat at a restaurant without mapping every single emergency exit. I had millions in accounts I couldn't touch without attracting the feds, and guns that slept under my pillow every single night. But what happened on that rainy Tuesday changed everything. And this is where most wannabes looking for this lifestyle get crushed. I got a call. No caller ID. Just 3 words. The pack's gone. In our business, the pack isn't just merchandise, it's your reputation. If you lose what belongs to the suppliers at the top, you don't just owe money, you owe blood. I had 2 options: find the traitor in the next 6 hours or accept that my own crew was going to hand me over on a silver platter to avoid the retaliation. Have you ever felt the weight of 10 pairs of eyes staring at you, knowing one of them wants you dead? It's the kind of pressure that makes your chest collapse. I called a meeting in the garage. The air was thick. You could smell the sweat and the engine oil. I looked at my right-hand man, the guy I pulled off the street when he had nothing. I noticed a detail on his watch, a detail that shouldn't have been there. But before I could say a word, the door was kicked in. A lot of people ask me, how are you still alive? The short answer, I stopped playing their game and started playing mine. But before I tell you how I escaped that ambush in the garage and what happened to the traitor, you need to understand the golden rule of the underworld. If you break this rule, it doesn't matter how strong you are, you will fall. And I guarantee you, you're breaking this rule in your own life right now, even if you've never touched a weapon. The rule is, isolation is your death sentence. The moment I felt untouchable, I stopped listening. I stopped observing. I isolated myself on my throne, and that was exactly when the blades started being sharpened. In that garage, when the police, or who I thought were the police, burst in, I realized my right-hand man wasn't surprised. He was smiling. It wasn't the police. It was a rival gang, and he had given them the keys. What happens when you're surrounded, unarmed, and the person you trust most is holding the door open for your enemies? Most people panic. Panic is what kills you. I did the only thing they didn't expect. I didn't beg. I didn't fight. I told the truth that my right-hand man was hiding from them. You think he handed the pack over to you? Check the inside pocket of his jacket. Doubt is a powerful tool. In a split second, the tension shifted from me to him. The silence that followed was the longest of my life. And this is where the game of being a gang leader shows its cruelest face. There is no honor among thieves. There's only convenience. I walked out of that garage alive, but I walked out as a ghost. Today, I don't have the empire. I don't have the cars. I have something much more valuable: my invisibility. Being a dead man walking means the world I knew thinks I'm dead, and it's the only way to truly live. If you're seeking power, status, or easy money by following dangerous paths, understand one thing: the top is the loneliest place in the world, and the fall has no safety net. The secret I promised at the beginning, that mistake you're making right now, it's thinking your value comes from what people fear about you rather than what they respect. Fear runs out.
respect builds. I learned that the hard way, with the cold barrel of a gun pressed against my forehead. Don't wait to get there to learn what took me a lifetime and nearly my life to understand. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you lead. What matters is who you become when the lights go out and you're alone in the dark. And trust me, you don't want to be alone with a dead man.